always talked about, in addition to Connor Hellebuyck's greatness, is his availability. So I guess this is even as long as you've been around, this would be a first for you, other than maybe that 1 or 2 games that he missed with a flu bug early in 21-22.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we've been really fortunate to have Helly be healthy and available. I mean, his durability has been something to marvel at, and obviously now here without him, you can't replace a guy like that. But we're super confident in Combs and Millie and our defensive game while he's out. Definitely, as you said, we've been fortunate not to have him out of the lineup a whole lot through the years.
Is this maybe where it's good timing for the team to have a game like Columbus under its belt and have been moving forward in the last couple of games with the structure and good health?
Yeah, I mean, injuries happen in hockey. Obviously, it's part of the game and something that happens and when you don't expect it. So, that's what we always talk about. Whether it's injuries that we had early this year, being without Laus for training camp and the start of the year. You just other guys have to step up. You have to continue to do your job and be great at your job. So, I think for us, our defensive game has been trending in the right direction here, and obviously as we move forward here without Helly for the next number of weeks, we want to make sure that we're building that defensive game, and it's the strength of our group.
Safe to say, Josh, you guys have all the confidence in the world in Eric's ability to hold down the fort?
100%. I mean, if you actually, like I know everyone here does, watch, Eric's starts over the last few years, I mean, he's played incredible. I think last year's record, we didn't give him a lot of run support in some of those back-to-backs and tough situations, but, I mean, he's played well, well enough to have us win all those hockey games, and he's stolen a few games and stolen some points for us over that time and some tough scheduling starts. So, I have all the confidence in the world in him. Obviously, everybody in the room loves Combs, and we want to play great in front of him. But he's a great goalie. I think the league probably doesn't really see it a lot, and he's going to get that opportunity here to show his stuff.
Josh, let's go back to Wednesday. Was it like to find out your captain was sticking around for 5 more years after this one?
Yeah, it was unreal. I mean, obviously, kind of talk about it a little bit, but behind the scenes, but. New things were kind of progressing, and I don't think Laus told anybody before the gala that things had really kind of progressed, I guess, in the last few days. So just absolutely elated for him. We talked about a little bit after. I mean, going back to my, even prior to Jets days, growing up in Calgary, watching him, playing against him in the dub with him and Swift Curran and me in PA, and then obviously St. John's with the Ice Caps when I went up there to join him, and so on in our pro careers. I mean, just so happy for him, his family. I think the biggest thing that just came to mind was, he's earned everything he's gotten. Nothing was handed to him, and he's done it the right way every single day, all through that period of time. So, for him to get that contract, you're just absolutely excited for him. He's earned it. He deserves it, and obviously for our group to have our captain here and the guy that leads our team day in, day out, it's huge. It's huge for the team. It's huge for the city, and it's going to be great to see him be a Jet here for a very long time.
What's kind of the feeling when you know that another piece of this core is locked up for a number of years to come, and what does that kind of say about the confidence in the group?
Yeah, I think it's obviously exciting. I think also, we with Casey signing earlier and lots of players, going back to Scheif and Helly extending, I think it extends our window. I feel like we really feel we've got a great team, has a chance to win every night and be competitive, and ultimately a lot of us have grown up together. The goal is to eventually win the ultimate prize and do it together. So it's exciting. It's exciting that the organization believes in us and wants to continue to keep us around and build this thing. So it's an exciting time as a player for sure. And again, I think just for me, it's just excited for Adam.
Going back to Comrie and Hellebuyck, as an an observer, what have you seen from their kind of relationship together that you think has helped him be ready for a bigger workload now?
Well, I think if you see before practice, Eric's usually out there 30 minutes early or more. He's kind of, the absolute dream backup goalie in that sense. He's an absolute workhorse, and so when he goes in the net, his game is sharp. Him and Wade Flaherty are always working, and to your point with Connor and his relationship, I know they're great friends, but they're also always talking about goaltending. The different things. Obviously, what Helly's done in his career and over the last number of years is special, and Eric's talked about how he's learned a lot from Helly and just sort of the way he sees and reads the game, and so I think just all in all, they make each other better, they build each other up, and it's a great tandem. So, like I said, I have all the confidence in Eric here going forward.
What's it going to be like to go up against number 27 on that other team today for the first time as an NHLer?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be weird for sure. Saw him standing in the corner there, and just, obviously immediately start smiling. Nick was a great teammate, and played with him for, I think 9 or 10 years, and just absolutely loved it. He's a special player. Obviously, his dynamic ability is incredible, but just guy off the ice. I mean, again, you kind of grow up, come here as teenagers, and I remember playing, FIFA or video games back in the day, and obviously time goes on and you grow up a little bit, and probably still play the video games, but just it's special. I mean, he meant a lot to this fan base. I'm sure they're gonna show him that tonight, and of course, got to be ready for that speed coming down the wing that we've seen so many times through the years. So it'll be fun to compete against him, but again, also just special to see him come back.